Hey there, music lovers. Today, we are diving into the fascinating story of an album that dominated the charts for an impressive 18 weeks in 1967. But before we get into the details, let me tell you, this is not your typical album review. This is a tale of ambition, creativity, and the challenges that come with being a pop sensation. So, buckle up as we explore the journey of the Monkees' sophomore album, More of the Monkees, and uncover why it's more than just a chart-topping record. Personally, I think this album is a hidden gem, and I'm here to share why. What makes this really interesting is the contrast between the album's commercial success and the internal tensions that brewed within the band. Now, let's take a step back and think about it. The Monkees were already a sensation, riding the wave of Beatlemania and the emerging youth culture. Their self-titled debut album was an instant hit, and the band was on top of the world. But, as they say, success has a way of bringing out both the best and the worst in people. From my perspective, the pressure to deliver another chart-topper led to a rushed and, in some ways, compromised creation process. The album's production was handled by Don Kushner, who had a rule that the Monkees could only provide vocals. This meant that session musicians played the instruments, and the band had limited input in the recording process. What many people don't realize is that this was a significant departure from their first album, where they had more creative control. The Monkees' dissatisfaction with the album's cover and the lack of copies for the band members themselves further highlights the tension between their artistic vision and the demands of the music industry. One thing that immediately stands out is the contrast between the band's desire for creative freedom and the industry's need for quick results. The Monkees wanted to play their own instruments and have more control over the album's production, but the pressure to capitalize on their success led to a rushed and, in some ways, compromised creation process. This raises a deeper question: how do artists maintain their artistic integrity while navigating the demands of the music industry? In my opinion, the album's title, More of the Monkees, is a bit of a misnomer. While it did feature some of their defining tunes, like I'm a Believer and I'm Not Your Stepping Stone, it was not the masterpiece they had envisioned. The album's rushed production and limited creative input left a bitter taste in the band's mouths, and it's no surprise that Michael Nesmith later referred to it as probably the worst album in the history of the world. But, here's the twist: despite these challenges, the album still managed to cause a sensation. It topped the charts and introduced new songs to a wider audience. What this really suggests is that even in the face of adversity, the Monkees' talent and charisma shone through. So, what can we learn from this story? Well, for one, it highlights the importance of artistic freedom and the challenges that come with being a pop sensation. It also reminds us that success is not always a smooth ride, and sometimes, the most memorable moments come from the struggles and setbacks. If you take a step back and think about it, the Monkees' journey is a testament to the power of perseverance and the importance of staying true to one's artistic vision. In conclusion, More of the Monkees is more than just a chart-topping album. It's a story of ambition, compromise, and the challenges of being a pop star. It's a reminder that even in the face of success, there are always lessons to be learned and growth to be had. So, the next time you listen to this album, remember the story behind it and appreciate the talent and effort that went into creating it. Personally, I think it's a hidden gem that deserves more recognition. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below.